Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida. Welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you all so much for the love and the continued support of my channel. Today's video, you guys, we are getting into niche that will not break the bank. Now, I know, like, sometimes buying niche can come with a very hefty price tag. Many times, yes. However, it is a myth that just because it's niche, that it's going to be expensive. There are some amazing niche houses that offer quality fragrances that will not break the bank, that are less than a lot of these designer fragrances, and that you really do need to explore if you have been thinking about stepping into this world. But you know, warning, once you step your foot in, you're gonna go crazy because the fragrances are just, you get so much more as far as your options. Your palette is going to expand. It's a very different world. Not necessarily better, it is different. Because you have to think, designers are tasked with their goal is to sell like millions of bottles. that is what they want, and they don't want anything that's going to be too outside of the box. They want everything to be mass appealing. And so I'm going to give you some niche fragrances that will allow you to experience all of the beauty of niche as far as the scents, but without, you know, having to take out a second mortgage on your home, honey. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. Okay, so you guys, let me just define for the purposes of this video what niche is, because I watch content all the time, obviously, and I feel like there's like this back and forth. You don't assign someone a niche or designer label because of just random. Some people think, well, it's, you know, expensive, it's niche. That's not true. Look at Tom Ford's prices. That's a designer label. Listen, he has bumped his head. He's fallen out of bed. He's rolled down the street. And child, make it make sense, okay? So very expensive. And some niche are under $100. So niche is defined as a company that makes only fragrance-centered items, okay? Yes, perfumes, body sprays, hair sprays. It can even extend into candles, home fragrance, things like that. But overall, it's this overarching theme of fragrance only. Now, something like, let's say Clean Reserve. That's not a niche brand. Though they're not a designer, they don't make, you know, clothes. They have skincare products for the face. They venture outside of things that are not scent related, okay? So one house that is starting to be debated a lot is Killian. They were known as a niche house, but I feel like, you know, they haven't bought about Estee Lauder, which is definitely a designer brand. They're starting to add, you know, the makeup and things like that. So they're venturing into, you know, outside of that niche realm, if it was, you know, if you're asking me, and sort of the scents, since the acquisition. But yeah, so that is how you define it. It has nothing to do with the price. It has nothing to do with how it smells. Because Cali is another example. People want to put that into the designer category. It is a sister company of Huda. Huda is beauty, okay? But Cali is its own company, and they only do fragrance. Now, once they start adding stuff that ain't got nothing to do with scent, then we can take them out of that category. But for now, they only produce fragrance related items, okay? And it is not Huda Beauty. It's a sister company to Huda. So that's a niche fragrance house. All right. So let's get into some fragrances that I love. They are niche, okay? They smell beautiful, they perform beautifully, and you need them, okay? You need to get your nose on them. Okay, so the first one, my favorite. When I say my favorite, Orange Blossom Neroli scent. More so Neroli. A Neroli Blanc Intense. If you route me, you already know. This fragrance is so good. This fragrance is so good And honey, brand new. I'm looking at my screen. It's $112 US. You have to pay shipping from across the pond, if I'm not mistaken. This comes from overseas, but it wasn't much. I feel like it was like $10. So even with, you know, the extra shipping that you would have to pay ordering internationally, we're not breaking the bank. The My Way perfume, they want $186 for a 100 ml. Okay, so that whole myth about designers being affordable or, you know, less than niche all the time, like, that's a myth. It varies. It varies, and these designers have definitely gone up in price. And you can get some unbelievable fragrances for a much affordable price point than what you would think. So this is definitely a sweet Neroli scent. There is some rose in here, and it is beast mode. So many compliments off this fragrance. If you love the smell of Neroli, that beautiful, you know, it's orange blossom, but it's got this green facet to it. It's very floral, but it is sweet and it's gorgeous. It doesn't go off into the gourmand territory like Your Love Don't Be Shy. So if you found that that fragrance was fleeting performance, a high price tag, and I would say just too gourmand, please check this one out. Like, I have been raving about this and y'all have been buying it, and you have been like, Sharida, you were so right, so right. I wanted this for so long. I would hear the perfume guy go on about this delicious Neroli experience, and then Abby from Abby with Love would talk about it, and I was like, how did you get yours? And she, girl, here goes the link with a discount code. So if you check out her channel, I will link it below. I think she still has an active discount code with the company. I think mine may have expired. But either way, and then you talking about 10% off, you coming up on $100, okay? So definitely get your nose on this one. It is beautiful, it performs, and it is definitely one that anyone who loves the orange blossom or Neroli scent must get their noses. Again, this is Neroli Blanc Intense, and I would not dare say the perfume house's name because I will butcher it to high heavens, but it is linked, okay? All right, so the next one is going to be from the house of imaginary authors. Whiff of Waffle Cone. My daughter got this for me for Christmas, I think 2 Christmases ago, and $65. $65 for this beauty right here. This is Whiff of Waffle Cone. So there, the notes are actually on the bottom. You have vanilla, you have heavy cream, salted caramel, amyris, you've got orgeats, cinnamon, and ice cream shop. And so this really does give me like this smell of, I'm stepping into a Cold Stone where they make, you know, the waffle cones and the waffle bowls fresh. I'm smelling that baking in the air, okay? You do get this very prominent salted caramel. The cinnamon is there, giving it this, you know, this spicy quality, but one that goes perfectly well with something very sticky, sweet, gourmand. Beautiful fragrance, not one for everyone because people get very different things when they smell this. So it's definitely one you probably want to test. I think they do have like a discovery kit or set. Try to test it. But this is a really delicious gourmand fragrance. And again, coming in well under $100 for the 50 ml bottles. Okay, so this next one is one that is newer to this particular house, and this is from Pearlescent Parfums. This is Takajura. So this house is a sister company to Gallagher Fragrances. It's all, I don't know if you consider them indie or niche, but it's all done by a husband-wife team. And they make some incredible fragrances. Okay, so this bottle is a 60 ml bottle and it retails for $125 US. So this is such a beautiful, unique summer scent, you guys. This has tonka bean galore, okay? So you've got to be a tonka bean lover. But imagine pairing something warm and comforting like a tonka bean with something like blueberry compotes. They have done it here, right? Which makes you want to pull this out for like a summer evening, okay? Very robust wearing experience. It's got some patchouli in there, champagne, okay? And you're really getting this very bubbly, effervescent champagne experience throughout the life of the scent. It has amazing performance. The longevity is there. The sillage is there. And this one is just such a fun fragrance. You guys, get your nose on this, because if you want something unique that people will still be able to smell on you, even though it's a summer scent, and one that is unisex, but I feel like leaning maybe just a hair feminine, but very unisex though. Okay, so guys, fear not. Definitely one that you need to experience. But I think this is such a delicious fragrance. Again, one that will not break the bank. This is Takajura by Pearlescent Parfums. This next one is absolutely going to be on this list, and this is Vanilla 28. And I could bring out the, you know, the Must 12. I need them both like wholeheartedly in my life. So Vanilla 28 is from the house of KLE, and you can get, I think, the lower end of 50 mils run it right at 100, if I'm not mistaken. Their most expensive 100 mils run it like 135. So no matter the size you get, full bottles can be purchased for under 150. So what I wanted to do is keep this list like right in that 150 range and under. But this one is just like, if you love vanilla, you must have this in your collection, or at least get your nose on it, because this is as simple as you would think it is. You know, vanilla, some people still don't like it, but I feel like if you go ahead and get like the discovery set, or start with the 10 mil, which I always recommend for KLE, is start with the 10 mil, then you can see for yourself what the hype is all about, because it is very popular. But this is like a new cult classic, okay? Modern day. This fragrance house has not been around long, I think, what, 5 years, something like that. And this is their #1, and we see why, okay? Beautiful layering perfume, and I still love wearing it alone. So beautiful brown sugary sweet vanilla, with some musk in there, a little bit of touch of patchouli in the base. It's got some, I think, like lotus, or it's floral, but the vanilla and the brown sugar definitely takes center stage. Okay, so get your nose on this one if you are living under a rock, if you've never tried it. KLE. All right, so the next one is going to be from the house of Corinterno. Not a very popular house, because they're rather hard to get stateside. Italy? Corinterno, where y'all from? Yes, made in Italy. Love it. This is Mystic Sugar. This is the sexiest little chocolate pineapple concoction. This comes in right around 150, I think, and it's free shipping to the US. So you don't have to worry about, you know, extreme shipping charges when you order from this particular company. This is so good. If you're a gourmand person, and you want something that is sexy and warm and spicy with some pineapple, some almond blossom. I think there is, God, yeah, this pineapple is just, it's everything. The pineapple chocolate combo seems very odd, but the way it's balanced with this gorgeous cardamom, it's just everything. It's so good. It is so good. It's sweet, gourmand, and just one that I absolutely enjoy. I don't know if this is going to work for the summer. This is my first summer having it, so I feel like I'm going to give this some wears to see, because I had originally like put this in my mind to wear only in fall and winter, but we're going to see, because the pineapple note, you know, may help with that. So this one again is Mystic Sugar, a delicious gourmand fragrance from the house of Corinterno. All right, the next one is going to be Tardis, and you guys, not only will this not break the bank, you can save 20% when you purchase this through So Avant-Garde. So make sure that you check the description box and use my code. But Tardis, this whole entire house, okay, quality. Carna Barcelona blends their fragrances so beautifully. Rima 11. Next, you know, one on my list that I'm going to add to my collection. Latin Lover, the most beautiful white yellow floral mix that wears so like light and exquisite, and you just feel beautiful. But this one is a gorgeous, like, it's almondy, heliotrope, it's airy. It's hard to describe, because this is one that you just have to experience. If you love fragrances like Rose D'Amalfi, you'll probably like this. Now that one, the heliotrope in that fragrance went plasticky on my skin, and I felt like I couldn't really smell it. Like no, and especially not for their price point. So here we are, the one that I actually love, the one that gives me so many compliments. And this is not like, this will not break the bank, you guys. This is under $150. So this is the 100 ml. So the 1.7 ounce is what is going to be retailing for the 125. I'm not sure what the price tag of this one is because this one's actually gifted to me by the brand. But the point is, you can get yourself a full bottle, and with the discount code, it's gonna be really down there, okay? Really low 100s, all right? So if you're looking for something that almost has like an ethereal quality, if you love a light almondy scent, the heliotrope, just please get your nose on this because this is like a favorite from the house, and it's probably one of the more popular ones for women. But this is unisex. Anyone can wear this, and I just really do find that it's beautiful, you know, clean wearing experience when I want those compliments to come in. It's not a fresh, like as in like fresh, spicy or citrusy. It's clean, done in a very different way, okay? Like white silk blouse is the feeling that I get from this fragrance, all right? And again, this is Tardis by Connor Barcelona. All right, you guys, and so the last one on this list is going to be from the House of Navitas, and this is my masterpiece gourmand chocolate, and this is Chocolate Queen Gabby. Girl, when I tell you, you put your dang foot in this thing, okay? And Mr. Bertrand, you did too, because you were the one who actually made it, but she thought of these notes. How did you do it? $145. The performance gets so much better over time. I feel like when you get those hot off the press perfumes like never before released, they are not going to be performing to their full capacity. Yes, they let them macerate for a few months, but you know, they still be trying to get these perfumes out one after the other. So it's not like they sitting around for no 6 and 7 months macerating. This projects like I wanted it to project, like I wasn't getting in the beginning, but now it is, okay? This has amazing sillage. The longevity is there. You're gonna get a good 6-8 hours, I would say minimum. And this is so delicious, you guys, okay? You've got some dulce de leche, you got your chocolate, Irish cream. Like, this is just a gourmand lover's dream. If you love chocolate, if you want something that is chocolate, but unlike any other chocolate you've smelled because it's so ambery, and different, it's just different. It wears so like refined, it's opulent. It is a very different chocolate experience that doesn't get overly foody. And you look at the notes, you're gonna be like, I'm going to smell like a candy factory, but you won't. You're gonna smell like, seriously, like a $500 perfume. That's what you're gonna smell like. And for less than some Armani My Way perfume, okay? So you guys definitely be sure to check out the Navitas House. I do have a discount code, so be sure to look at the description box and you can save on this beauty. Hopefully it's in stock because it's always selling out, and we know why, because it's damn good. All right, you guys, so that is my video for today. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Give the video a big thumbs up and drop me a comment. Let me know fragrances that are niche, that does not break the bank, okay? We're talking about, you know, something that you would expect to pay for a designer. I would say that, and we're not talking about Tom Ford designer. We're talking about regular, normally priced designer fragrances. Give me some, because I would love to get my nose on more affordable niche, because Lord knows my bank account would appreciate it. Is it real? I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.